What's up everyone? Welcome once again to the channel. It's your boy Luis, you already know, and I am so excited because today we are launching officially this time around the Miss Universe Philippines 2025 season. Listen, I've been talking about the pageant for the past couple of days and the girls who have been officially announced, but this time around we had the press presentation, which means that we get to see and meet for the very first time the official 69 delegates who will be competed for the Miss Universe Philippines title this time around. I told you guys in my first video of this year that I wanted to be a little bit more intentional going forward in my coverage of the pageants and whatnot. So rather than coming up with a top 15, top 20 and just dragging it for no reason, I simply made a list of girls who caught my attention without a specific number in mind. Turns out that I ended with 9 delegates who really managed to capture my attention, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about them, but also ranking them so that you guys know where my mind is going with all of this. As usual, I hope that you enjoyed this, that you find some sort of value in this type of videos. If you do, go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, you can click the join button to become a channel member. That's enough of me. I'm so excited to talk about our girls. Let's get right into it. I am a firm believer that first impressions are really important. And more precisely, once you give someone a first impression, it's very hard, not impossible, but it's very hard to deconstruct that. That's why I expect all of the delegates, all 69 of them, to put their best foot forward when they are introduced officially for the very first time to the media, to the fans, and everyone. So out of the 69 delegates, only 9 of them managed to make my list, and the first one at number 9 is Miss Benguet. I really appreciate the type of beauty that she brings to the table. We can see that she has the morena type of skin, very tan with a rich tone. I think that her team was very efficient at complementing it with the makeup. We can see a lot of blush, we can see the eyelashes. She looks incredible. I love that they went with gold because usually gold jewelry looks really good on a darker skin tone. The hair is giving pageant vibes, of course, with all of the volume and just the waves. So I'm very happy with it. And I really liked as well her choice of outfit, going with a white suit, which means business, but at the same time, contrasts really well with her skin tones. So the girl looks great. And just by looking at her photo, you can almost feel that vibe, that energy. Moving on, at number 8, we have one of the newbies in this year's competition that I've been hearing a lot about. Of course, I'm talking about Miss Laguna. I haven't made a dedicated video about her just yet, but I don't think it's a secret that out of all of the girls who are joining this year, she's one of those girls who had a lot of spotlight put on her because of her type of beauty, because of her performance skills, because of her answer on stage. She is just one of those well-rounded girls that, although might not have the same visibility just yet as some of the front runners and the veterans coming back, but it is truly admirable what she has been able to accomplish in this very first edition joining Miss Universe Philippines. She went with a little bit more of a simple look. Regardless, a very beautiful color that complements her very well. I would also like to point out that I feel like she toned it down a little bit with the makeup, because when I was looking at some of her photos in her competition in Laguna, one of the things that stood out is that the makeup was a little bit on the harder side. There's a lot of makeup, there's a lot of production. And here, she decided to go with a little bit more of a natural look, which I do believe it paid off because we get to see her in all of her natural glory. Now, going forward, she can decide on whether she wants to tone it down or tone it up. It's really up to her. I think she looks beautiful nonetheless, but it's nice to start by seeing the canva, what we are working with. Let me know if you are one of those who are rooting for her, and do you think that she has what it takes to be the next Miss Universe Philippines? Now let's talk about Miss Baguio, and honestly, I think I really need to work on that episode about the newbies joining this year's competition, because Miss Baguio is another one of those girls who is joining the national competition for the first time, at least at Miss Universe Philippines, and I already think she has one of the most beautiful faces in the competition. From her facial structure to those very vivid and expressive eyes, I think she is just gorgeous. And I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Universe this year will be held in Thailand, so I have a feeling that her type of beauty, it's kind of like the type, standard, and prototype. So if for whatever reason Miss Universe Philippines decides to crown a newbie, I do think that she has that look, that aura that the Thais will really appreciate. In terms of the look, just like most of the other delegates, she went for a suit, but I do appreciate that she gave us a little bit of a bling with the glitter and the sparkle that the fabric that her and her team picked is giving us. It just simply complements the natural beauty that she's already bringing to the table. Now let's talk about the representative of the Filipino Society of Southern California. And listen, Southern California, I don't know what's in the water, but for 2 years in a row, you have been sending very good delegates, very consistent, very beautiful, and this girl is no exception. She has a little bit more of a princessy vibe. I will dare to say a little bit of a Miss International aura, but I do like the very youthful, vibrant, fun styling that she's going for, which I think it really contrasts so well with that little princessy vibe and princessy look. I would like to point out that she dared to take a risk, as most of the other delegates are wearing a suit or something suit inspired. But here, again, she went for something playful, colorful, fun, which ultimately I think it paid off as it made her stand out from everyone else. Look at the facial structure, super defined, beautiful, honest, genuine smile. And to add to all of those girly features, we also have very fierce eyes. So I don't know what it is about this girl, but I will say keep an eye on her because I feel she's going somewhere. Let's move on to the fifth spot on my list, and that goes to no other than one of the fan favorites, of course, Atiza Manalo, representing Quezon Province. I just made a video about her comeback and I told you guys exactly what I feel that Atiza is trying to accomplish with this second time at Miss Universe Philippines. It's a journey of redemption. And you know what? I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but Atiza decided to go all black, which is a little bit of an interesting editorial choice, as Atiza is usually more on the girly side of things, very princessy-like as well. So it's almost as if she's entering her reputation era. Swifties will understand what I mean. Having said that, I think she looks beautiful in the black suit. Her suit is completely covered in sequins, so we still get that show factor, wow factor from her look. And I feel like it's a way for Atiza to kind of step out of her comfort zone. Perhaps I'll have a dedicated video about Atiza's styling and where I think it should go. I really appreciate that this is the introduction, but I would hope that Atiza will go in a different direction for the remaining part of Miss Universe Philippines, just leaning a little bit more into the things that complement her the most. In all honesty, I also thought that Atiza's introduction, you know, like they have to say their name and their province and whatever they're representing, it was a little bit low energy, so I don't know if she's trying to play it cool. I don't think that's the way to go. Atiza, give us your energy, give us everything you got every single time. Don't hold back. This is the redemption journey, not the I'm here to prove I'm cool journey. For now, for a first impression, I am more than happy to embrace and accept her reputation era. Moving on to number 4, I am so excited to finally talk about Katrina Liagado, who is representing Taguig. And listen, out of all of the comeback queens, the veterans and all of that, I feel like I haven't made a video about Katrina just yet. And I was kind of just waiting to see what Katrina was gonna come out with in terms of styling, the look, the approach, the evolution, the growth. And I must admit, I am so happy with Katrina's look. I feel like it's polished, it's elevated from what we saw last time, which was already great to begin with, but this time around I feel like there has been a lot of intention and growth that went into this. In a weird way, Katrina is giving me Christy McGarry vibes, and that is always a great thing for me. Any Christy McGarry comparison, it's just hands down what I like. And I really hope that she is able to maintain, to keep this momentum going forward in the competition, both with the look, like makeup and hairstyle wise, but also with the styling. Give us grown woman, fierce energy. Honestly, at this point, that's what I'm looking for Miss Universe Philippines 2025. And this, it's right up my alley. At number 3, I want to put the spotlight on Chelsea Fernandez. My God, representing Sultan Kudarat. I am so happy for this girl. I'm so excited. I told you guys about her. I made a video. And I just think Chelsea is such a strategic girl. She is such a beauty queen, honestly. She knows her techniques. She knows her poses. She's very composed. She knows how to carry herself. And that's exactly all that I saw during the press presentation. I absolutely loved her look. I feel like she took the suit concept and whatnot and pushed it a little bit more on the fashion end of things with the oversized neck of the shirt that she is wearing, the belt. Everything looks super structured, super tight, super composed. And that's exactly what I want from Chelsea. In terms of the styling, she is giving rich, luxurious, regal. you name it. And honestly, I feel like that's the direction to go for Miss Universe Philippines. Again, that's just my preference. I like my candidates to look a little bit more on the woman-ish side, like they have it together, they have it going on for themselves, rather than more on the girly look. From accessories to hair to makeup, the body, the face, you know what? This one of the best comebacks that I've seen recently. So Chelsea, if you're watching this, keep it up. Do not go away from this direction. I want more and more. Let me know what you guys think as well. All right, now let's talk about my second pick, which is Teresita Win-Win Marquez, coming out with a green look out of the box, standing out for all of the right reasons. And honestly, I don't really know how to approach it, how to explain it, but Teresita is giving me a mix of a lot of things. She has that morena skin, at the same time she's giving a little bit of those Latina vibes. The outfit that she is wearing, to me, kind of references a little bit of Filipino culture and just that craftsmanship, the attention to detail. And I think it complements her so well. Similar to my example about Chelsea, I feel like it's all tight, structured, really brings the attention to all of the right places. And I think it consolidates the fact that Teresita is really a competitor. She is really a front runner in this year's edition. When she announced, a lot of people were saying, oh my God, she already had her time and this and that. She's a mom, she's married and this and that. But it just goes to show that if you have the right preparation, the right styling, the right team, and the right intention, you still can come out on top and stand out amongst a sea of candidates. I mean, over 69 candidates, and I'm only putting the spotlight on 9 of them. So whoever is the mastermind behind all of this, please keep going. One of my favorite Miss Universe Philippines of all time is Michelle D. I think she was so intentional with her looks, with her planning, with her concepts, with her messages, and I hope that all of those things, hopefully perhaps some of Michelle's team has been carried to Teresita, and we will get her own version of that. Personally, I will be over the moon if that is what we are signing up for. Now everyone, the biggest standout of the night, in my humble opinion, is Ilana Adana representing Cini Laguna. Is this a surprise for you guys? Honestly, I'm not surprised about it, but I'm going to say this. I didn't think that I was just gonna give it to her from the beginning because Ilana still had a couple of things that she needed to address, and I talked about that in a separate video that I made just about Ilana. And you know what? I'm very happy to see that all of those things have been addressed and Ilana is shining her brightest during the introduction moment. This is such a stellar way to be presented to the media, to the fans, and just start her whole campaign in such a high note. First of all, I love the aura, the energy. Ilana looks happy, she looks vibrant, she looks energized, she looks focused and present. So already, that's the most important thing for me. Makeup wise, Ilana has always been beautiful, and her team, from the makeup artist to the hairstylist and everyone, they just know how to get it right every single time. I do appreciate the hair in a bun, just keeping things tight and bringing the attention to the face, bringing the attention to the body. Can we talk about the body? The body is bodying, keeping the attention in the outfit as well. And talking about outfit, one of the things I told you guys before is that Ilana tends to be a little bit crafty or DIY, especially during the time that she was competing at Miss Earth, which is encouraged. It's part of that pageant system. But one of my concerns was that perhaps she was going to carry that to Miss Universe Philippines, which I don't think is as... It's not necessary, simply. And I'm very happy to see that it's not the case. Ilana brought a very polished, still daring, sexy, and just giving us that edge that she likes to include, but that ultimately is very Miss Universe Philippines branded and fashion forward enough to make her stand out from everyone else in the best possible way. I'm excited because we all knew that Ilana is beautiful. She's a great performer. She definitely is giving the vibes and the energy that need to be given, and the styling is perfect. So I don't know about you, but I think that if she maintains this momentum, she will most definitely become one of the fan favorites for the crown of Miss Universe Philippines. Anyways, you guys, those were my picks for the first presentation of MUPH 2025. Let me know down below, what do you think? How do you feel? Do you agree with my comments, my feedback? Is there someone else that you would like to put the spotlight on them? As I mentioned, I'm just getting to know all of the delegates. We have 69, so bear with me. It's gonna be a long journey, but we are in it for the long term. Remember, if you want to support the channel, you can drop a like, a comment, subscribe, and if you want to support even further, join the channel memberships. Just hit the button down below. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.